Hey guys, check this out. This is the new CRKT S.P.E.C, Small Pocket Everyday Cleaver, designed by Folts. And if you're thinking about buying the S.P.E.C, the S.P.E.W, or maybe the Minimalist, or any other CRKT knives, head over to whitemountainKnives.com, the best place to buy your knives, and you can use my discount code SHARPAF, one word, to get 10% off. So I want to start out by telling you the most important difference, in my opinion, between the S.P.E.C and the S.P.E.W and the Minimalist, which are similar to this. The new S.P.E.C comes with 8 CR13 MOV blade steel, whereas the other two are 5 CR. They're all still budget steels, but 8 CR is definitely an improvement and overall a much better choice on knives like these that people use for all kinds of EDC tasks and a lot of outdoor tasks as well. Having a harder steel is definitely an advantage. And skipping to the punchline of my video, if I had to choose just one out of these 3 knives, I'd pick the S.P.E.C just for the better steel alone. And it's not that much more money either. I think the S.P.E.C was kind of the next logical step for CRKT and Folts because, they had 2 hugely successful knives with the S.P.E.W, Small Pocket Everyday Wharncliffe, that's been out for a long time. They sell a lot of these at Walmart even. Awesome little budget knife, but with a Wharncliffe blade shape. And then there's the CRKT Minimalist, and they've sold gazillions of those. There's tons of different versions of the Minimalist, lots of different colors and blade shapes. They're a lot of fun, and they're only like $30. And the Cleaver version has been really popular, and so I think doing a Cleaver version of the S.P.E.W makes a lot of sense, and the better blade steel is an added bonus. So let's do a quick comparison to the Minimalist because I think a lot of you are probably familiar with it. The S.P.E.C has a bigger blade, about a 1/4 inch longer, and it's a taller blade also. And it's about a 1/2 inch longer overall, with a more neutral handle. The Minimalist has finger grooves, and you can only get 3 fingers on there, but you can get a pretty good grip with the grooves. On this one, you can actually get a 4-finger grip, but it's pretty tight. And they both have a lanyard and a similar sheath. Let me know in the comments, which one of these would you guys pick? So let's take a look at this sheath. It's a thermoplastic sheath and comes with neck cordage and a belt clip with screws and spacers. So you can carry this as a neck knife or on your belt in a horizontal or vertical position. Or in your pocket. Personally, I like just dropping it in my pocket. It's so thin, it's a lot less noticeable than other pocket knives or phones. The sheath has good retention. The blade itself is 8 CR13 MOV with a bead blast finish, full tang construction, and textured blue and black G10 scales. It has a 2.5 inch blade, or 6.4 centimeters, a 3 1/4 inch handle, or 8.3 centimeters, and the overall length is just under 5.5 inches, or 14.3 centimeters. The stock thickness is 1/10 of an inch, or 2.6 millimeters, and it weighs 2 ounces, or 58 grams, without the sheath, or with the sheath 2.5 ounces, or 70 grams. It was razor sharp out of the box. I wasn't expecting much with the factory edge just because it's a budget knife and a cleaver, but out of like the last 10 or 15 knives I've done, this is by far the sharpest. It also might be the thinnest blade stock, or close to it, so maybe an unfair advantage, but it's crazy sharp. And what's nice about this is you can use it for chopping, dicing, or slicing. It'd be a great EDC or small camp knife. Let's get into my likes and dislikes. My number 1 like is the price. It's a great value. Currently on White Mountain Knives, granted prices go up and go down, but at the time of filming this, they're $43. So with the SharpAF promo code, about $38. It's a budget knife, but at least it's priced as a budget knife. And the Minimalists are a good deal too, at closer to $30. But for $8 more, I would take the 8CR steel any day. But if you're truly looking for a minimalist design or prefer the other blade shapes, the Minimalist is still a good choice too. But I'd love something like this as a little beater knife that's still a lot of fun and capable enough for most daily tasks. Especially in situations where you might not want a lot of bulk. I love the bluish gray color. I don't think there's any other color options yet, but maybe eventually they'll roll out some more. But this one looks great. I love how thin it is. The sheath doesn't add too much bulk. It's done very well, and I seriously forget it's even in my pocket. And being a full tang fixed blade, it's going to be a lot easier to clean and maintain than a folder. It's a great first knife, either for yourself or somebody else. Okay, so dislikes. You know, for what this knife is supposed to be, it does a good job. Yeah, I wish it was maybe a little bit bigger or longer. I wish it had even better steel. But that's not really what this is. It's supposed to be a small, budget-friendly, everyday knife, and it does a good job of that. I guess my one issue is the name, the CRKT S.P.E.C, Columbia River Knife and Tool Small Pocket Everyday Cleaver. They really like their acronyms over there at CRKT. But you know, if they wouldn't give stuff such long-ass names, they wouldn't have to use acronyms all the time. Just a thought, not a big deal. Let me know what you guys think about the new CRKT spec in the comments. Stay tuned for some size comparisons, and don't forget to like and subscribe. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching.